Hey everyone, Yōkai here. Today I'm going to be watching the first episode of Gushing over Magical Girls. Now, I generally refer to anime by its Japanese title, although I do make occasional exceptions for one reason or another, and I like the title for this one. Like, Gushing Over might be my favorite translation for Akogareru I've ever heard. But yeah, this show, I'm grabbing it, or I'm watching it rather, because it does seem to be one of the more popular shows of the anime season. Like I have seen various posts spread around Twitter and whatnot, and I try not to look too closely at any of them because I do want to be as spoiler free, as blind as I can for this blind watch through. But yeah, pretty much what I know about the show is it involves magical girls in some capacity, and that it's quite lewd. That's kind of the impression I got from what little bits I did peek at on the internet. But beyond that, I really don't know what to expect plot-wise. Like, the title makes me think there might be a character that's like a big magical girl fan, like a big enthusiast that just loses her mind after she or he either one sees a magical girl for the first time. That's what the title makes me think about, but I have not read the synopsis or anything like that. Try to go into this as blind as I can. Now, the version I'm watching here is uncensored. Like, it says it's uncensored, but I've also heard that even the most uncensored version that's currently out is technically a little bit censored, and that you want to wait for like the Blu-rays to get more so. And I did have to kind of make a decision what I wanted to do on that front, but I decided to just watch it now. It's probably fine. It's a little bit hard to make that kind of judgment call when you haven't seen the show. You can't really know how sensitive it is, but it's probably fine. So, and I'm pretty eager to watch it. I think some of my viewers are eager for me to watch it too, so I just want to get into it and watch it and have a good time. So hopefully we can do that. Hopefully this intro was not too long, but I'm about to start it. Just as always, I have to explain my reaction format because I am starting a new show here. So I do not show the anime footage itself in the description in this video, but I do show you subtitles from the show and the timer, so you can get your own copy of it and get it all synced up, and we can watch it together without me getting sued. It's great. So yeah, I'm pretty eager to get into it. So let's just jump on in 3. Give me 1 second. Clicking the wrong thing, but it should be good. 3, 2, 1, play. I definitely did not want to mess it up after that long intro. I did not want to have to do that again. Hey, shooting stars. A team. I take it that's our bad guy. Yeah, those are definitely magical girls. Maho shoujos. Even got a pink one, because of course we do. Magenta, I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say. Okay, Azure, one of my favorite words, honestly, in general. Like Azure Dragon and all that. So I like him so far. Don't worry, girls, I got this. Sulfur. Yeah, very interesting choices here. She's tanking it pretty well. We just call her Sulfur. I love it. Got a little bit scratched up, but not too bad. Yeah, this girl down there's clearly enjoying the show. So far, very typical magical girl stuff. I expect that to change a little bit, but we'll see. Yeah, she is definitely gushing, I would say. Azure does look pretty cool. She might be my favorite. We'll see. Yeah, I need a beverage after that. Rehydrate. She said the thing. I'm not convinced this is a friendly creature. Some serious genre savviness here, as expected. Venolita. She kind of has that sleeves too long for the for the arm thing going on. Aren't those the things you win at Duelist Kingdom? Okay, we are doing this. Yeah, definitely somewhat uncensored. Uncensored enough. And yeah, I heard... okay, those things are real low. Yeah, it does cover the important bits, you know? But I was gonna say something. But it's probably not important. Yeah, that is an amazing outfit for people to cosplay. It might be a bit too revealing for her, but I'm sure she'll get used to it. Even has some horns. Kind of like a bad guy outfit for sure. Yeah, we're on the same page. Oh. This isn't what you promised me. Or was it? I actually wasn't paying that much attention to what it was saying, but... I definitely get the impression she is a bit of a like shy, reserved kind of nice girl. But in which case the outfit might not be super to her, you know, style. But... So I guess she's gonna have some partners herself. I admire magical girls and ... Clearly your main character. You know, even though it's a show about magical girls. Very interesting stuff, really. Needs to have my doll. It's karaoke, you should be having more fun than that. She's got the protagonist seat. My dream girls. She has like this constant orgasm face, I swear. Okay, she looks pretty villainy in that shot. That's also quite the outfit. I swear from some angles she almost looks like the one tank fangirl from Girls in Panzer. We may have some clothing damage in the show. Something to look forward to. Yeah, it seems like she might be getting more and more into her villainous role as the show goes on. Judging by some of those shots, a villain is born. Hiiragi Utena. She was. Stuck. Are you documenting her life? Probably rejected your rejection. I feel like it does. Pretty sure it does. This just seems like stalker behavior to, you know, to try to manipulate her. Even though we try to make it sound like a positive thing. Well, sorry. Good use of time. She just relieved she didn't get knocked over. This is really cool. A magical girl where our main character's like not a magical girl. Really just blends in. Fair enough. It's not a bad point, but Yeah, this is all in the context of being a villain, so kind of ruins it. Yeah, I mean, light can't exist without shadow and all that. Magical girls have to have someone to fight. So really, you're doing them a favor. Serving a needed role. Because that's one way to technically be involved with the, the characters you're a fan of, There it is. Imagine if things just, like, popped off. It really just, like, barely covers as much as it needs to. To, not being taken by the police. Snitter. I feel like we're... Oh, no. Oh, no. We're too into it now. There's no going back now. Azure with the hands on the hips, looking all cool as always. I did not consent to be in this evil organization. Please help me. Don't be naive. We gotta defeat her. Oh no. Do we know how to fight? Do we have spells? Wag it? So we're just gonna, like, summon flower monsters? Or at least one. Tentacles, no less. I would expect nothing else. Yeah, why don't you go to town? Yep. These are tentacles for you. They know their job. Oh god, it is going for it. I gotta say, it's making it easy to root for the villains. I mean, I could answer that question. I feel like I shouldn't. Yeah, those legs are just wide open. It's entirely reasonable. Don't feel bad. Completely natural feelings. No, we gotta keep going. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? You mean we just, join in on the fun? The blackmail is okay. We really are going for it. They're not holding back in this show. I mean, they're holding back a little bit. I mean, it's not going to go full hentai, but not much. There's not much holding back. It's quite the way to make a first impression with the magical girls. Yeah, we just accept it. You heard the lady. Man, she landed into the best job. Somebody needs a punishment. Let's go again. Can you believe she landed such a great gig? We are just... I'm spinning a little bit. The words... I keep trying to say out loud what's happening right now. I can't bring myself to do it. She truly found her calling in life. This is 10 out of 10 literal anime perfection. Yeah, she was born for this role without no doubts in my mind. But Aqua Goddess in the title. Those are some dead eyes right there. But good job, girls. You persevered. You know, I think she knows what she can put down in the career survey in class. Although she's already found it, so no point. Yeah, I imagine that was all just a dream. It's not, though. It's not. I know. I know. Not a dream confirmed. Oh, did they escape? Power of friendship. After we got to the fun part. The episode's not almost over, is it? Oh no, we actually got more than I thought. You can't say that. It'll go viral. Makes you really wonder how they're going to keep this up for an entire season. I mean, what more is she going to do to these girls? Also, do they know that's her, or does she have a secret identity? You know, like she didn't really wear a mask, did she? After what you did to me yesterday, how could I not? Yeah, one of those flowers took care of you. I would thank the flowers if I could. But, yeah, making it pretty clear she does not know it was her. Oh. Yeah, I guess that spanking would, it would still be sore the next day. Would you like her to rub something on it for you? I'm sure she'd be willing to. Yellow. You know, the cameraman's really doing his job, I must say. Sayo, huh? might not want to do that. had enough of that yesterday. Can't take much more. Yeah, literally. It was a great outfit. Don't shame. Yeah, we wouldn't know anyone that looks like that. Okay, I'm glad they gave it an in-universe reason for this, because they should have been able to tell, you know. And I bet Azure especially has some wounded pride after that. You know, in addition to having the wounded butt. Math. Oh no, their Maho Shoujo senses are tingling. Yeah, monsters are never considerate. All at the same time, we gotta pee together, one toilet. Got a bit of a balancing act, but we'll get it going. You know, for a second I thought they were about to do rock, paper, scissors there. Okay, good to see them transform. In all their glory. Of course, we know their outfits are kind of pale in comparison to our main girl. Man, it's actually really hot when she just has a top on. I was waiting for it. And they did not disappoint. I love the attention to detail. Oh my god, that is really high. Be right back. Time for her to transform. You can hear the enthusiasm in her voice. Sarcasm. I see we just kind of sped through hers. You know, just be glad you don't have a sword, but life could be worse. You know, the way that things like always has that smile, it's very creepy. Her personality reminds me of someone. I can't place it though. Maybe. Yeah. They would definitely not be happy. Just wait a second. Oh, there they are. Not one, but 3 mannequins. Once again, getting detained. Yeah. We know what those hands are for. They have 1 job, or 2 jobs. Not the tickle torture. Expose armpits just for that purpose. Add a new fetish to appeal to in this episode. I'll take it. Even the feet aren't safe. Oh yes, there. That's what we're here for. I don't think it is. I think we gotta get involved. Watching's never enough. So what are we gonna do here? Yep, that armpits, it just calls you over. That face, she's enjoying every second of this, as she should. Even the drool. That's so good. She has the best job. What about you? How are you feeling? The drool makes it so much better. How much more can you girls take? Imagine just with themselves. It's gonna be a hard one to find a thumbnail for. Ooh. You know, for half a second I thought her arm was the one that broke. That would have been pretty bad. I was just having fun. Just getting started. Yeah, that reluctant look to part. You know she didn't want to leave. Who would want to leave? Are you enjoying your new life? The hair in my mouth. Spanking, tickling. I for one am looking forward to what we do next time. Was it that obvious? ED? Yeah, ED. Man, looking at her like that, you would never guess she was such a sadist. But you never know. In the window. is that a gun? Yeah, I do look forward to meeting her like two partners we see in the opening. Do that. I was not able to read that name of the song in time. I'll go back to it later. It's, you know, a shot that makes it clear just how good friends they are. Like a shot you see in a slice of life anime. Are we gonna have a stinger? No, we don't have time for that. Her name is Magia Bizer. Got some little sparkles where the, the 1010 would be. But okay, that was the first episode of Gushing Over Magical Girls. The only problem with translating it that way is that sometimes Akogare was used in the show itself, but translated differently because it's Japanese context and all that. But yeah, so man, where do I even start talking about this? Well, first of all, 10 out of 10, masterpiece anime, without question. I'm going to be watching all of it. Let's not, there's no doubt in my mind about that one. But I may need a second to kind of fully collect my thoughts on this one. Bear with me. So, okay, so the show has magical girls in it, like I figured. We have 3 of them, which is a nice little team. I'm currently watching Smile Precure, so that which has like 5, I think, like a full 5-man team. But I do think 3 is kind of better in some ways. It can be more intimate, a little bit more, a little more contained, a little bit more, focused. But yeah, they're not the main character, No. The show is called Gushing Over Magical Girls, so out of the get-go, I did kind of figure the main focus would be on someone that's like a fan of magical girls, and that's pretty much a case, which is a really cool, unique idea to have a show about magical girls, but like not really be about them, not that they're not the main character. So a really cool idea that I'm surprised hasn't really been delved into more, but this is a good opportunity to do that for sure. Because we have our main girl, who's I don't think a single name actually stuck with me this episode, but it's Utena, Hiragi Utena. Should I call Hiragi or Utena? I'll call her Utena. But yeah, so Utena, she watches from down below, the magical girls doing their thing, until she's approached by a mascot character, and she has Utena has some great looks on her face, man. But yeah, she does remind me a little bit of red-haired girl from Machikado Masaku. Her name escapes me at the moment, but some of her disposition, mannerisms, characteristics reminds me of her, right? And also just in general, like, I mean, she's a demon, right? Like the character from that show, like not a magical girl, but she is a rival to magical girl. So I think that's part of the reason why I was kind of like in the back of my mind thinking about her as I'm watching her. But so that definitely tracks. But I do want to go back to what exactly did the mascot character say? Introduced itself as Venelita, calls her a chosen one, whips out a star. And then we transform. Did she say anything before that? Because she shows up. Yeah, okay. I love them so much. I wish it could be like them. That was a mistake right there. And then we reveal it. Basically says, you can if you want to. I got this contract here if you wanna sign it. And yeah, of course, as expected, drops the can. Demonstrates some genre savviness. Yeah, I don't think Venelita really said much at all before just, transforming her, right? So there really wasn't any kind of promise of being a magical girl or anything. Just that she could transform, I guess, that was the closest thing to a promise there. Because, because she wants to be like them. Like, what does that really mean, right? Is if you can use magical powers and transform, you're like them. So I guess that was the logic there. But she gets to transform into her amazing outfit, right? But, you know, then she gets a bomb dropped on her about joining being a villain and joining the evil organization, which she's not really a big fan of, which makes sense. Of course, she's like a fan of the magical girls, which are kind of the opposite of being the evil organization. But yeah, I mean, she kind of can't leave now. The little mascot character has her blackmailed and is kind of more and more pushing her into the way of the villain, right? But she pretty much has no choice but to embrace it. But like, it's not really a bad thing because as we've demonstrated through the course of the show, she's into it. She is a sadist. She summons a monster to get them all detained, and pretty much went full hentai as far as like what the tentacles do, right? I mean, we didn't get any actual like diving. Let's phrase it that way. But that was pretty much the only thing that it missed from, you know, being like a full-on hentai, and it pretty much had everything else, right? And in some ways it was better because, well, we had spanking, right? Like because you don't always get that even with like hentai tentacles, but we got literal spanking here, girl on girl spanking, and that's all I ever really needed in life, you know, really to complete it. But but that when she had actually dropped a line about like, I don't remember exactly how she phrased it, but basically like, you know, bring your butts over here, what was the sentiment, as she readied her weapon and just went to town on them, and just we have the crying and the blushing and the just a whole range of emotions throughout that entire scene from various characters, but pretty much delved out the punishment and let them go. You know, and later in the episode, delved out more punishment and once again let them go. Like, what is the goal of the evil organization? Like, did I miss that? Because, you know, in a magical girls show, generally the enemy is trying to kill the magical girls, and they don't often like phrase it that way, or, you know, because a lot of magical girl anime are for the younger audience, so they don't use the word kill very often specifically. But like when the bad guys are attacking them, that is our goal, to destroy them, to kill them, and all that. But like, we defeat them. But, you know, but then they also leave. I guess now that I think about it, I guess they do just kind of manage to escape afterwards. But but I'm just saying, like usually that would be the priority, would be to end them, not to like humiliate them or, you know, anything like that. But I guess here the priority is the humiliation, and that does give them kind of a window to escape. I guess that's kind of the idea. But you know, kind of like when like a James Bond villain sort of thing, where they leave they leave the protagonist in like a convoluted trap as they leave, and then they escape as they're gone. I guess it's kind of a similar thing here to a degree. But you know, not to be taken too seriously. That's obviously a comedy anime at the end of the day. But I very much enjoyed the lingering of the spanking aftermath, because damage was done. You know, that kind of brutal spanking with a weapon, no less. That's not just going to go away after a good night's sleep. That's going to hurt the next day. And I really enjoyed just how much they laid into that with the comedy. Like, especially even had the one girl smacking her friend's butt, being like, ow, that really hurt. Please don't do that. But you can't exactly explain to her why. You know, imagine trying to have that conversation. Like, you know, sorry, girl, I got spanked way too much yesterday. I can't take anymore. Please just don't do it. You know, because that would just bring up a whole bunch of new questions. But also everyone being in sync, asking to go to the bathroom. They're obviously going to lay into a lot of the magical girl tropes here as a part of the comedy, which is good. But yeah, especially the transformation sequence. You know, we saw that I think it was the pink one's butt, just the very pink, appropriately. You know, we had like a really good shot of it too. But then the Maho Pantsu went to go on it, and like I was just before they went into the gag itself, I was thinking to myself, wouldn't that hurt? And they did not let me down. It definitely hurt. So, you know, and I'm also a sadist, so yeah, I am gonna laugh at their pain. You know, just be prepared for that. But then we have the mannequins with the tickling, and I hope we just run the full gamut of all sorts of fetishes in this show. Like, they obviously have a great material, great framework to make that happen. To have one or two different fetishes appeal to in each episode, they could do it. I hope they do. That's kind of where I'm at right now. But Like, she is living the dream. Let's make no mistake about it. Utena, one day she gets the power to transform. She gets a cool, sexy costume. She gets a chance to be part of the framework of the magical girl system. You know, light and dark, two different sides. They get to do their thing as heroes. You get to be the villain to give them a job. You know. And you also get to be nearby them because you're in that role. And because you're the bad guy, you can do bad things to them, which you enjoy doing because you are a sadist. Like, she could not have landed into a more perfect, amazing job if she tried. Like, when it comes to living the dream, this is living the dream. And excuse me, I gotta screenshot that face she makes right there because that might just be thumbnail. But like I said, it's hard to say for sure because there was just spoiled for choice as far as thumbnail material here goes. But the one face of Utena's at like 21 minutes and 9 seconds. She even has like a saliva string in the mouth, which, you know, saliva makes everything better. That's one thing I've come to learn in life. But but man, those poor girls. I know I want to go back to the part where they leave. Okay, that's why I was a little bit confused because one of the two attack sessions they commented on them getting away, I think. But the second one, that definitely just was just like, we're leaving now. Like, why? Like, I don't quite get what they're trying to achieve. Like, I know what Nintendo's trying to achieve, you know. But the evil organization beyond that, I don't quite get their goals. Hopefully they can expand on that at some point. Because I'm all for just, you know, capturing and humiliating them and letting them go afterwards. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for that. I kind of want to know them a bit better, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, like, all joking aside, this is a really fun, creative, hilarious, lewd, great idea for a show that's executed, like, just amazingly. Like, I heard that the Blu-ray version would probably have, like, more moans and stuff, which would definitely improve it, right? So, not perfection by any means, you know, but for what I'm getting here, really, really good stuff. Like, I'm just kind of curious, like, how the show's going to go from here. Like, are we going to at least get a minimum of 1 or 2 capture sessions per episode? Hopefully, but what will it be beyond that? Will they ever discover the secret identity of this evil girl that does these things to her? Like, I do have a few questions, really. But yeah, really good stuff. I heard it was lewd and it did not disappoint on that front. Like, it's about as lewd as it can get without having to get a mosaic. I think that's the best way to phrase it. This is as lewd as you can get without having to add a mosaic. I don't think anyone can disagree with me on that. You can try to, but I think that's pretty much where we're at right now. But also in general, I do like Utena's character design. Like, the magical girl ones are good too, but you can definitely tell they're not the main character. But yeah, I just kind of want to watch the episode again, but we got to move forward, right? I got to watch episode 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, as much as I'll make, really. I will watch as long as they give me. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy my reaction to this. I will certainly continue it. So yeah, thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.